EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. This taken in at the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the return will stop right around the 25. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Rodgers' throw taken in by Adams. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Brandon Wilson to return it. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That's complete to the tight end Sample. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they? I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And got his man complete. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 20. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 79 yards. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway in Southern California. On the return, Andre Roberts from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Packer pressure, and down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. 2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. Wide open. It's Allen, complete.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Going back to Allen. He's got him again. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there for L.A.
All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert sliding out of the pocket. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it is incomplete. I had a defender running right with him. And now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Going for it all. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Running right, Jones. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. On third down, here's Jones. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Rodgers now on first down. He gets this to Davante Adams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. First carry now for A.J. Dillon. We're scoreless after 1. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Caught on the right side by Adams. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, 43 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Oh, he fakes a spike. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Herbert. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there for L.A. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. Here's a diving catch right side. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Hopkins with the extra point. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rodgers now on 1st down. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And incomplete on the deep ball.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Rodgers again now. A check down here to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Rodgers. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Rodgers going to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5, as they get ready for 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, the decision there, 4th and goal. They go for it, but this ball intercepted in the end zone.
Hey, how about some applause for the stand by this defense? Just to force them into a 4th and goal situation was one thing. But then to get the interception, keep them off the scoreboard, that's a job very well done.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rodgers steps away to his left. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. 2nd down and 8. Again, it's Jones.
And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 41. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, it makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you've got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And it's complete to Adams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And it's caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Packers have taken the lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
From the 36, Herbert.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Herbert off of play action. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert, he's airing it out for Williams.
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
He hits Adams, complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On second down, Eckler. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now Eckler. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Herbert. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams there to make the grab. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14-all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it first, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back in Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now In this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Running on first down, Eckler. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. They'll run for it with Eckler. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth. So fourth and goal, their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, we see teams try and roll the quarterback out, give him a little run-pass option, and treat it like a two-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out.
Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with third down coming up. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. In this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing